Okay, so I'm also not gonna read names of like exactly who sent them, just for their in the future. I'm like not associated with these people. I just done with the drama, all that stuff. But I will give context for who the person is in my life at the moment, so that way they know and I know if they watch this. So this person is from how would I describe them? Um, this person is what I would say my Snow White. She is just a she is a white-winged dove, if you will, and she'll understand. But they say I always bless and slay, which, for context, that is a saying that we started, and it's about blessing and slaying, quite literally, like just eating the girls up, if you will, blessing the children, if you will, but in ironic way, because when we say bless and slay, most of the time we're not. Most of the time it's in shambles and in tears. Bless and slay, I guess. I'm kidding, I guess. So yeah, it's like when you have good intentions, but sometimes you bless and slay, and sometimes you don't. But the days you do, we cherish those days. And when someone blesses and slays, we hype them up. So love, bless, and slay. I do not always bless and slay, but I do try. And I appreciate it from my little Snow White that she thinks I always bless and slay. And she helps me bless and slay most of the time when it's not blessing and slaying. Alright. First of all, this person in middle school, we sat next to each other in science all the time. Like, we had science twice together. Yeah, maybe even 3 times, maybe even all of middle school. But we had science twice together with the same teacher, and she put us together both years. I think eventually we got moved, but we sat next to each other. And I used to harass this person all the time, consistently, because I have this thing where, like, if I like you, like genuinely like you, and you don't like me, I'm gonna do my best to make you like me. And after like a good attempt of consistency, if you genuinely can't stand me, I'll leave you alone. But if I can get you to crack and I can get you to like me, go to friends for life. So this is one of those people. They acted like they hated me for a good grip, and then just randomly they started treating me nicely, and I was like, okay, we're in the bag now. And it continued, and we grew to be friends, and then I moved, and we never hung out, and I really wanted us to hang out, and I was really sad about it. But we still talk occasionally, and when we do talk, the vibes are there, and it's just a good time. But how would I describe this person? This person was always a bad bee. She gave no cares, and she just, like, she's been amazing since day one, and that's why I liked her so much, because she's just so unapologetically her. And she got judged a lot, and it was just really entertaining to me how she showed up consistently with like that same "it is what it is, I'ma do me, and that's what period" attitude. And she got dress coded more than once, and I remember one day, I forget, I don't know if it was like dress up day or what, or if she just called herself this, but she showed up and she called herself, well, she was acting like a VSCO girl at the time, throwback to when those were a thing. And so I started calling her the official VSCO, but we kind of ran track with each other for a little bit, and yeah, it was cool. But she said, "You're sexy AF and no one can compare," which incredibly biased, as I said, but it was really sweet, and that's how she normally talks, and she's always been a hype person, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, that was one of the disclaimers that I had to read. Oh my goodness. Okay, this one is from another person that I ran track with for a little bit before it got canceled. And how do I describe this person? They have always been super sweet. They give the best hugs, literally so good, so sweet. Their home life, like, they went through a lot just when I was there in middle school, and they still came to school every day with like the most positive, sweetest attitude most of the time. They can complain their behind off, but I always tried to make sure they were doing all right and they were in a positive headspace, and they were always so sweet to me. Um, she has like super long hair. Like I can't even express. Her hair was just so long and so pretty, and that was like one of her most standout traits. But she said, disclaimer, it's really hard not to like me because I'm amazing, which, as you can see, very much biased, but it was very sweet. And I do my best, to be honest. But yeah, so that was hers. I'm trying to get to some of the funny ones. So this person, see, if I say you're like the name that I want to call you, everybody's gonna know exactly who this person is. But I'll say this, as of lately, this person got frustrated with me because I keep making fun of her and picking up on her mannerisms and like calling her out on them. And she was getting so pressed and she was like, I don't understand why you keep making fun of me. And I was like, it's because I miss you, yo. Because as of recently, so for reference, I play clarinet, right? And this person, I predict in the future is definitely going to be a woodwind captain or something of the sort, because she is such a great leader and just loud and proud and in charge, and just you want to listen to her, to be honest, because she just gives you confidence and she makes you believe in yourself, and it seems like she believes in herself and she knows what she's doing, so it just balances out. But she is in the same section I am, and she's just so sweet. And like I said, I was making fun of her and I told her this. I was like, I miss you, and I play clarinet and I get to play for concert season, but as of recently I have the honor, I'm gonna say honor even though I don't know if most people consider it honor. I consider it an honor. I was considered and I got a drum major for a band that I've only been with for a year. And it was okay. I've been in shock for a good while, and I don't think I'm gonna fully process it until like the first competition. I had my first home football game Friday. That's another reason why I'm starting now, because I really, when I talk about documentation, I really want to document like my journey through this marching season. Becoming a drum major, literally like that, I saw band and music in a completely different light. Like not even just as a marcher or as a musician, but like from a completely different set of eyes and so many different perspectives that I have to consider myself and I have to understand and be confident enough to help other people in or explain to other people. It was wild. So I really just feel like this is gonna be a year and I need to like write this stuff down, remember this, take a photo here, and like just like I said, I feel like it's gonna be a year and I'm gonna need to talk it out. I'm gonna need to go back and look at stuff and get other people's emotions and watch other people. I'm so excited to see other people grow and to see how I grow, because it's rough right now. But yes, and so I don't get to hang out with my section anymore as much. Like my section is the drum majors now. It's not the clarinets anymore, but it is, but it's not, but it is. So it's just a really weird space. And I was telling her like I really miss you and everything, and we've just like, as soon as I said that, I don't know, she said that she has been thinking about me more and we've been checking on each other, and it's really been great. So that person should know who they are by now. And she said, disclaimer, may smack your booty. Now, first of all, I can't even explain how this started. Let's see. Not it signing me out. Rude. I know you see me. Thank you. Okay, this person, I don't know how to describe her because I don't talk to her a lot. And we don't have a lot of classes together. But she was in my AP World class. She's very smart. Like, very smart. She's really active in school, runs a lot of organizations and stuff. I don't know if she's like coming for that valedictorian spot, but from what I've seen, she should definitely be up there. And she's super sweet, has great fashion sense, and she's super funny. She always like got the classroom involved, made people feel comfortable. We used to do bell work every morning in our class, and she would run it. So she's just stand her, love her. Oh, I know exactly what to say. You remember when you parked your car on the band parking lot and you had to go get it after you and your mom went and had ice cream? I will never let you live that down. I refuse. Nope. But yes. Okay, now she should definitely know who she is. But she said I make the best cupcakes you've ever eaten, which, yet again, incredibly biased. But I love to bake. Like, I don't know when it's from my grandmother. I'm gonna say that. Because, well, it's from my grandmother, and the fact that she used to let me lick the spoon and lick the beaters, and I would just eat the frosting out the can. Me and frosting, addicted. Like, now, I don't eat whipped cream frosting. I hate whipped cream. Sorry about it. But like the whipped cream and the frosting, absolutely not. But buttercream, royal icing, Italian butter, all the buttercreams, I'll tear it up. And anyways, back to the cupcakes. So I used to bake with my grandmother, sometimes from scratch, sometimes box mix, didn't really matter. My grandfather, he has diabetes, and we have a relationship with dessert too, because we call each other the dessert bandits, because when I was younger, I'll always want some dessert, to the point where apparently my phrase was for dessert after literally every meal, probably except breakfast, because I was already eating sugar. But we still have that to this day. I haven't baked with my grandmother in a long time, which is super sad, but as of recently, she shared her pineapple upside down cake recipe with me. If I make that joint, it's over with, because my signature like thing is carrot cake, because I love carrot cake. Like, I had it one time at this steakhouse. It's called Mitchell's. It's in Ohio. It was the best carrot cake to date I have ever tasted in my life. It's so good, and it's an unpopular opinion because people are like, vegetables and cake. Ah, no, you don't understand. It's bomb. And so, yes, I love to bake. It's one of my little hobbies or whatever. And I will occasionally bake stuff for people's birthdays, for class, stuff like that. Yeah, so that's cap on that one. This person, we just talked about this as of recently. I have known, well, I'm gonna say, no, I won't even say that. I've probably known him basically all my life, because my mom and his mom went to college together, and we're the same age, so I'm sure we were hanging out, play dates, all kind of stuff. But last time I remember meeting him, like the first time I remember meeting him was probably sometime in elementary school, and I remember the drive to his house used to feel so long. But he's like a big brother to me, and he's a big old nerd, giant hair. And he said that his disclaimer was, I will make fun of any minor thing that you do, which I ain't even gonna cap, is accurate. I have been told I'm a bully. I have been told I'm judgmental, but I'm really not though. I swear, I just state the facts. So I'm never gonna lie on you, but if it's there and we can all see it, I'm gonna say it. And my friends are like, sometimes you don't have to say it. So yeah, I'm working on that. I'm gonna try to be better, but I will make fun of you. And it's funny. Like, I laugh, they laugh. It's funny. And if I hurt somebody's feeling, I'll apologize. I'm gonna move on and I'll never say it again. But I am gonna clown you like 90% of the time. So just be prepared. And that's only because I've been clowned like all of my life. I was bullied into the way I look and the way I talk and just a whole bunch of things. So I just started reciprocating it back, but like not intentionally trying to hurt people, but just as like a natural defense mechanism almost, and it kind of became a habit that I can't really get out of. But I never intentionally do it to hurt anybody. So yeah. Next person, this person, his name always used to get made fun of in my old high school, middle school where I used to live, because there's a store that sounds like his first name, and so yeah, he should know that. he used to hate me. He was another one of those people who used to act like he hated me and I was the bane of his existence. And we barely talked. And when we did talk, he always had an attitude most of the time. And then he started being nice to my best friend at the time, but he was never nice to me. And I called him out on it. And then I moved. And he was one of the like first people to notice, like, hey, you're not here anymore. And I was like, yeah. And because we weren't close, I didn't tell him. So, yeah, the fact that he noticed was kind of wild to me. And then we started talking more. He started confiding in me. He is a completely changed person. And he's just super cool now. And I'm super proud of him. Super proud of you. And he has a channel too. So if I'm allowed to, I will hype his stuff up all day long and promote. But we haven't talked about this. Like I said, this is a secret. So we'll get there when we get there. But his thing was that his disclaimer was that I am too welcoming. And like the last one said, I'm a bully, but like I genuinely love making friends and being welcoming to people. And when he came to me and like he was being honest to me about the stuff he was going through and experiencing and his feelings about just life, I was like, whoa. I have been trying to grow close to you and be friends with you since I've known you, kind of. Yeah. So I tried to welcome him the best I could and be the nicest I could. So maybe that's why he thinks that. But yeah, I do my best. Next one. I thought this was gonna be way faster. I love those. This is one of my freshman baddies. Freshman clarinets that just came in. I love her so much. Let's see. When does something stand out about her? Any memories we have together? She called me. Oh no, I can't do that because that's her nickname actually. But this is hard. She's just so sweet. She's always hyping me up. I'm always asking her like, hey, did you have a good day? Are you okay? How are you feeling? And she's always like, yeah, it's pretty good. And then like sometimes she'll try to lie about it and I'll be like, and then she'll be like, you got me. And then she'll break down in everything that's happening. So she's just really good vibes. I hope we make more memories together so I can drop like a distinct memory so you know exactly who you are. But her disclaimer was, which is about to be contrasted by a bunch of other disclaimers, but she said that I am the metronome baddie and the best drum major ever. So very much biased yet again. I don't know about best, but considering that next year I'm gonna be head, I'm working on it and I'm doing my best because I really don't want to disappoint, and I just don't want to let my band down, my bandmates, my band members, just everybody. I don't want to let them down. But metronome, being metronome baddie is rough because the metronome likes no one and it's just always preying on your downfall. So I do my best, but it just doesn't give, and I can't wait to never have to deal with it again. Respectfully but disrespectfully. So this is the one I was talking about from earlier. This is the best friend of Snow White. They are a package deal most of the time, and she is just so sweet. She's had so many like crazy things happen to her throughout her life and her childhood, and she's just a super positive, super nice person through it all. But at the same time, she's not. This girl is crazy and she's never afraid to speak her mind, and she's gonna give it how it is and how she's feeling exactly in the moment, because after she's gone through all that stuff, in most areas, we're still working on all of them, bestie, but in most, she don't take no crap. And it's very inspiring. I really appreciate it and love it about her. One of my favorite qualities about her. And currently in my phone, her name is Sudoku, because we were at Chick-fil-A one time and this girl was going on and on about Sudoku for some reason while I'm trying to eat my chicken tenders. And then she said Sudoku and I started busting out laughing. No, she was trying to go on about Sudoku, but she couldn't figure out what it was called. And she's like listening to all this stuff and she's like, so something Sudoku. And I was like, Sudoku? And we both just started busting out laughing at the table, and I've changed it to that ever since. And most of the time, these names don't stick in my phone because I'll change it to something funny. But then when I'm not thinking about it and I'm just thinking about their real name and I go to type it in and I can't find it, I like panic. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't remember what it said as. But this person texts me all the time, checks up on me all the time, is always sending me streaks and always sending me Instagram reels and TikToks and all that stuff. So she's just always up there, always in my mind, always in my heart. And we've been through some stuff and she's been through some stuff, but she's a dope person overall and I love her. I love you, man. But she said that, disclaimer, I will become your rock and the person you can always go to in times of need and be the hype woman who brings your spirits up even when you feel too far gone. So this is wild because I put this disclaimer out before like the incident that happened between us happened, but literally like that's I don't know. I really love my friends. So when I see something that's like, this ain't you, I'm gonna call you out on it. And like whether it completely breaks up our friendship and you like hate me for the rest of your life, I would much rather risk that and have you be like, wow, this really isn't who I am and I was going through a rough patch and I just didn't feel like myself and you were there for me and I appreciate it, than me say nothing or me just leave you hanging, because that ain't cool. And yes, I always hype on my friends because people deserve it. And it's wild to me how like, okay, so people are never gonna see themselves how you see them, because of course we see us through a mirror or through a phone or whatever, but we never see us the way other people see us. So I just try to hype people up when they deserve it, when they need it, because I don't know, you just never know how much a person needs it, and it helps people to see themselves for like the best them versus like that critic in the back of their mind that they hear all the time. So I do my best and I'm really happy she considers me a rock, because everybody needs a good rock, for real. If I don't have my good foundation and my good rock, it gets messy. This one comes from my first real boy best friend, because I have never had a boy best friend that had like, it was just strictly platonic. Like they always wanted something else. They always had other intentions, and it was just so frustrating because I'm like, okay, that's fine, but then if something happens between us, now I've lost your love interest and a friend that I was originally supposed to have. But this person, I think I love him so much, and I'm so grateful at the fact that he's how do I say this? He's treated me one of the nicest ways a guy has ever treated me. And he's helped me realize a lot of things from like a guy's perspective and stuff like that. And he's just so cool. He deserves the world, bro. He has the biggest heart. And it's wild because when I first met him, he was so quiet and he was in his shell and he was like insecure about some things, which everybody's insecure about some things, but they were like the littlest things, and I was like, dude, stop, like just be yourself. And I think luckily I've been able to help a little bit within that. He's definitely helped himself, and just like the growth in this little amount of time I've seen from this dude, so good. But he said that I hate Coca-Cola, this is one of the ones I was asking, just like something random, not biased. But, and then he put 3 rolling eye emojis because it's him. But I don't hate it, I just didn't grow up drinking dark sodas. So like, I do hate cherry flavor stuff and grape flavor stuff because of trauma from being sick. Like I got like the most random, that's another thing, I hate throwing up. I hate seeing throw up because I used to get sick so much when I was little, and it was always like the Pepto-Bismol, the cough syrup, the Robitussin, like the nastiest liquid stuff. And I kept telling my mom, oh my god, mom, I can't stand cough syrup, just please give me a pill. And she's like, no, this works faster, you gotta get it. So I hate the taste of grape stuff now because of grape medicine, and I hate the taste of cherry stuff now because of cherry medicine. And I didn't drink dark sodas growing up as a kid, so I don't drink Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, root beer, like all the things. Literally, I drink Sprite, ginger ale, and Mountain Dew occasionally. That's it. And occasionally a Fanta or so, because I don't know, orange stuff is okay, lemon stuff is okay. but like that's pretty much all I drink on sodas. And he's addicted to the little dark sodas, and so is Miss Snow White. They need an intervention. But yes, so he made that little comment. Here's one that contradicts the other one. This is another one of my little lovely freshmen. In the I need to stretch. The sitting is not giving. But in the section, we call her the mini Madison because Madison, one of our previous seniors, shout out to Madison, love her, which I thought she hated me. And then over time, like, she kind of got close and we kind of like, we had our agreement and I knew like we were good. I love those. But she reminds us of Madison a little bit, and yeah, I bully her too. We talk about clothes a lot and her fits, and we can tell when she's trying, when she's not trying, when she just woke up out of the bed and threw something on, and she'll be like, but it is what it is though, and we're gonna eat it up and we're gonna bless this way. And I'm like, yeah. So that's her. But she said, I don't know how to use the metronome thingy properly, which she right. I be winging it. I be doing my best. But I said the fact that she said thingy says that I know more than she does. So sorry about it, fellows, but that was one. And then this one goes with ooh, I can't say names. This one goes with the other one that I was talking about with the butt thing. But this person, they have like some of the baddest makeup I've ever seen. Like literally their eyeliner is always slaying. It's funny because they have like some of the randomest pieces of clothing items in their closet, but they throw it together and make it a full fit. And they're just super cool, super sweet. They're like the tiniest person, but the biggest heart and the biggest energy, and sometimes a little too much energy, and everybody clowns them for it. But I love them a lot, and they're a really good musician. First of all, they had a solo. That's gonna give it away. Never mind. Dag. Oops. But they're a really good musician. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. But they said, disclaimer, I'm going to touch your butt whenever I can. Which technically I'm very specific about whose people's butts I touch because ew. But if I do, I'm just saying you should feel honored. So yeah. This person is a senior. They're another small but powerful person. They play one of the heaviest instruments, and literally they're so small. But this person's energy has been amazing since the first time we met, and we've had so many weird experiences together. Like just every time you're around them, it's a time. I literally, me not being able to take myself seriously right now, that explains how much of a time it is. But not my foot, I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just a time with her, and I love her so much. What is something I can drop? There was this one time we were at this one store, and I was super embarrassed, and we were on this band trip, and I was like, ain't no way. And they were just going through it, but they were like still trying to help us out and like give us suggestions on what to get and stuff. So they're a really selfless person, and you can tell they've been through a lot, but their heart is still just so big, and they come in with a smile like every day and just give great energy. But she said I pull all the girls, which I don't know about that one. Very much biased, but that's just the kind of relationship we have, like always making jokes and stuff like that. And you're the hottest. No, you're the hottest. So yeah, love her, stand her. Sweet disclaimer. Oh, and this one's great. You know the nerd I was talking about, big nerd, big hair? He has a younger brother, unfortunately, which is like the bane of my existence when I'm around him and my younger brother. We have like this unspoken, we like speak without speaking 90% of the time. It's just looks and faces, and we always know how to make the other person laugh. I clown the mess out of him as hard as I possibly can. If I don't clown him, a good 80% every time I see him that I didn't see him. But he said, literally, this is it. You're black. Thanks. I'm glad we established that. Glad I can give that to my audience. Really appreciate it. Really insightful. Love that for me. You're done. You're dismissed. Next one. This person was a senior. One of the most prettiest seniors I've ever seen in my life. Oh, so good. Literally just her energy out of this world. Her hair out of this world. Makeup out of this world. Style out of this world. Everything you can think of is out of this world. This person, like, literally, she's super nice, but she's like, it's wild because she's nice to everybody. Once you really get to know her, if she can't stand somebody, you're gonna know about it. And there was this one person that just mutually we all couldn't stand. And I just remember this one time during concert season, after the bus, we were talking about this person, and I had never seen her go in on somebody so hard. I was like a bird kid. And she truly ate it up. And I have a lot of respect for her. And I know she's gonna go far and do great things. And she's gonna be stunning. And she's a model. So, yeah, love her, stand her. But her disclaimer was that I am a go-to person if you need a hype woman, which I'm a claim because, yeah, all the time. I love seeing people thrive. I love hyping people up. And it also is balanced because I do be bullying people. So, out of love. So, like, the hype and the bullying, that's how you know, like, if I give you a compliment, if I hype you up, it's genuine. Because I didn't have to. But, like, I just never want to be fake about that kind of stuff. Because if you're gonna boost somebody's, like, confidence, it should be real. So, yeah. That was hers. There's so many. Oh, this person, I'm gonna be quick about it. This girl is my little sister. And you could ask me, I don't have any siblings, but she's my little sister. And she has been the bane of my existence and love of my life, my entire life, at the exact same time. And she's psychotic and wild. And I've seen, like, her in every form possible. And I know at the end of my days, and if the world were to end tomorrow, she would have my back on everything. And thinking about this, talking right now, I'm tearing up. So I'm gonna move on. But I love you, and you know that. So, sorry about it. But, she said that when I get comfortable with a person, I'm cray-cray when it comes to jokes. And that's true. Because, like, if I'm comfortable with you, and I think I know your limits well enough, the jokes are crazy. Because crazy jokes equals crazy energy. So, yeah. This one comes from another one of the freshmen that just came in. She's always wearing hoop earrings. Her style is sufficient ratchet. And we always come at each other. But the fact is, I come at her, she comes at me, then she tries to act all innocent, which I have never seen before. It's a hilarious tactic, and it always makes for some great jokes. But I love her. Can't wait to see her grow up, graduate, and see all the things she does. But yeah, that's her. She knows who she is with the hoop earrings and the bedazzled hats and the Megan Thee Stallion purses. Just the randomest, the randomest stuff. But she said, disclaimer, I will bully you if needed. And if needed, I will. We've established that at this point. So, yeah. LOLs. Is this the last one? LOLs, thank God. This is the last one. This is a wild. I didn't think this person and I were talking at the time that they said this. I don't even know if I want to include this one, but this person and I were really close at one point, and then something went down, lies were told, stuff didn't go right, it is just not the same anymore. But I did have a lot of trust in this person, a lot of confidence in this person, a lot of love for this person at one point. So that kind of sucks, but yeah. But they said that I always have to be right, and I just don't like being wrong. But who likes being wrong, to be honest? Nobody likes being wrong. But yeah, we had that kind of relationship where we go back and forth all the time, and I don't know, that was just our little thing. But I did like being right, and on the rare occasion that they were right, they will never let me let it down, which is fair. But yeah. Yeah. I think I got all of them, hopefully. Yeah. I'm checking to make sure. Some of them that I think I saved didn't load, which is kind of sad. But this was a lot. I hope you got to know me enough. Bare minimum, I'm a creative person. I'm in band. I play clarinet. I love my family. Love my friends. That's pretty much about it. Like anything creative that you can think of, I probably do it or want to do it. But yeah, that's it. I'm so tired of talking. Literally, now I have to go edit this. How fun! But thanks for listening to me. If you're here and you've like watched the whole thing and you're like in it to win it with me, in it to win it, right? If you're here for the journey, I really appreciate it, and I'm really excited, nervous, terrified, hopeful to see this through, hopefully, and what this turns into. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna head out now. Right. Okay, I know how to do my outros. I think this is how I always do. I always say goodbye to my best friend, my boy best friend, which I love it because he always gets, so he hates it. Maybe he doesn't, but he acts like he hates it in public, and he'll like look around and act like he doesn't hear me, or I'll say, I love you, and he'll just go, and it hurts, but he's trying, and that's what matters. So, I love you, bye. Bye.